You should fight your fears, Levi, and you should survive. Are you a survivor? Are you not going to give up?
I'm going to do like one of them.
So you'll notice, Bebop's got downstairs. We're back where we died. Where we mutually fucked up and got ourselves killed.
Exactly.
What I did originally was I loaded our save before killing the spider where the last episode ended and ran back here. Then I realized that because I let Rebecca die, we wouldn't be able to fight the final tyrant, and it would be kind of a lackluster end of the playthrough because you would just get in a helicopter and leave.
Oh, so because she died, we would be able to get
if Rebecca dies in this game or Barry dies in Jill's game, that you get like the bad ending and you don't fight the tyrant. So I actually started a new game and played all the way up to this point while saving Rebecca. Which, if I think about it, I recorded the scene where you save her, and I will put it in the video in sped-up, hilarious format right here. Anyway, the canon for how that happened is that Chris Redfield is a Time Lord, and he went back and changed the past.
I like to think that the Star's official company vehicle is just a DeLorean.
The way I can prove Chris is a Time Lord is that's the reason he looks so different in every game. So, Resident Evil 1, like original 1996 Chris, was Chris 1. Then he died at some point and regenerated into Arrange Mode Director's Cut Chris 2, where he wears a different shirt. That's how you know he's a completely different person.
So in RE7, is he going to wear a scarf? Or possibly a three-piece suit?
Basically. Then he died and was regenerated as Chris 3, who's the Chris that appears in Extreme Battle Mode in Resident Evil 2. Then that Chris died and was regenerated as Code Veronica Chris. Then Code Veronica Chris died and came back as the Remake Chris. Then Remake Chris died and became Roid Rage Chris in Resident Evil 5. And then that Chris died and became Revelations Chris. Even though Revelations takes place before.
Nope.
It's because time is wibbly and wobbly.
That's right. So this is just better looking Remake Chris, right?
Yeah, this is the Matt, what's his name, the 11th Doctor Chris, as opposed to like the 4th Doctor. I don't know who the 4th Doctor was.
No one knows any Doctor's name.
So we're not going to get bitch slapped off a cliff by Lisa Trevor.
Are we not?
God, but she could do all kinds of leaps and shit. Fuck you, Lisa Trevor. Get her, Wesker. What if we let her in Wesker just had her in a Nelson? He's like, I've got her, Chris. Sometimes, I feel like sometimes she can knock Wesker over the ledge, but it doesn't matter.
Like, does he not die?
I guess not. Like, I turned the volume down too low.
I feel like I just heard him scream.
Yeah, I think he just got knocked over the edge, which doesn't matter. All that's different is if he doesn't get knocked over the edge, he's like, I'm going to stand here, you go to the secret lab. I mean, you investigate further. So Lisa Trevor's dead mother was inside that coffin, and she finally is reunited with her and then falls off a ledge. So we don't actually beat her, we just make her go away.
It's like, we were talking about off the record, and it made me think about how in both Dead Rising, neither Frank nor Chuck, they don't kill like 99% of the psychopaths they encounter. They just cause them to fall into some hilarious Rube Goldberg death machine.
It's the same thing in, Wesker, not off the cliff. Oh, okay. Yep, he's dead forever, we'll never see him again.
Yep.
So, I don't know how to explain how he dies. He must just not fall to his death.
Well, he's not superhuman at this point, right? So.
I was going to... Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if he's super... Because there's a point where he dies, but they retconned it where he made himself superhuman.
Right.
But it's related to that death. I was going to compare him to when Ada Wong falls off the bridge in Resident Evil 2, but the canonical reason she doesn't die is that Wesker was there and he caught her. So it's really confusing.
So maybe superhuman Wesker was down below that ledge and caught regular Wesker.
Wesker, it could in fact be like the Master from Doctor Who and is also a Time Lord. And so he fell off that cliff and regenerated. The reason I'm doing all this Time Lord shit and tying Resident Evil into Doctor Who is that it's in hopes that somebody goes on the Tenfei Wiki and makes posts about it. Because I was organizing the Tenfei Wiki the other day and I realized, Oh, I didn't mean to skip that. That was this water opening, and there's an elevator under it.
Of course there is.
That takes us down to the Umbrella Lab. But one of my favorite things on the TENFE Wiki that makes me so happy was somebody went through the entire TENFENITY Demon Souls playthrough, which is 8 episodes, and each episode of it, they made a page and talked about it, and what happens in it, and what me, Noah, and Garrett were on about.
Yeah.
And so my hope is that because this series is only going to be 7 episodes, that somebody will do the same for this series.
I think that's totally doable. My favorite thing on the TENFE Wiki, my main contribution, aside from me fucking creating it, is my own bio that I decided to write one day.
I made bios for all the main TENFE members.
Yeah. And I was looking through my Twitter the other day and just looking back through like messages and stuff, and I saw you sent me a message one day. It's like, hey, is there any picture you would like to represent you on the TENFE Wiki? And without any text or anything, I just sent you that picture of Brian Johnson wearing the Dick Magnet shirt.
That's all it takes. All right. Man, I really did turn the volume way down too low. That's okay. I don't need to hear nothing.
Should we just dramatically reenact all the dialogue?
Yeah, Barry. Where's Barry? Okay, Umbrella Lab. God, I got a lot of... This isn't the exact same inventory I had in our playthrough.
Pretty close.
But I still have a load of shit.
Yeah.
I said in a previous episode that I was never going to use the handgun again, but I'm totally going to use the handgun again.
I didn't see... Do we now have again the little 2-shot Derringer with its one bullet?
No, I didn't even pick that up.
Okay.
I didn't pick up the original shotgun either. The reason I'm going to use this handgun is for the first part of this lab, you just run into regular zombies, and I have 5 grenades, so literally all of them, I'm just going to let them grab me and then insta-kill them with flashbang grenades. So, you can actually just leave the room, because eventually that detonates on its own and kills them, and if you leave the room before it happens, the game just considers them gone, and then they're just gone when you come back in the room.
Shit.
But it's so satisfying to shoot that flashbang in their mouth that I don't see any reason not to do it.
Will regular zombies ever swipe at you, or they'll only grab?
They'll only grab or vomit if they're on the stairs.
Oh, okay.
Eat a dick.
So
He's like, I can't. There's a flashbang in my mouth. Hey, what are you doing? Don't you fucking ignore me.
It looks like he has glasses on.
He probably does. These are all like legit scientists that were infected. He so slowly turned and he was like, I got you good. Thought I was going to bite you, didn't you? Now we get the cool off-camera. By the way, that explosion totally hurts you if you're too close to it. So
I could imagine. So do you not need these grenades for anything?
The thing is, they're only really useful on these zombies, and I need to get rid of, especially down here, there's 2 zombies that, You go down the stairs faster if you tap the button. Also, you'll notice I'm not using the new control scheme that I used for the entire rest of this playthrough, where you hold a direction and go that direction, because I've been playing this shit a lot by myself in the week since we're recording, and I realized I fucking hate that control scheme.
It's hilarious.
And so I've gone, it is hilarious. So I've gone back to classic, RE.
I mean, you have a lot more experience, but it didn't sound like it. Alright.
That's the thing. I would get up and adjust the volume, but it would require alt-tabbing the game, which would break fraps.
Yeah.
So
it's fine.
We're just going to have to go with...
We know what zombies
Come on, buddy, you can do it! Don't give up just because you missed once. He's like, please.
So...
Get fucked! Alright, we told him.
So you really have no use for these grenades? Like, they're not useful against any other enemy that you're going to encounter?
I mean, the chimeras, yeah, but I don't plan on getting grabbed by chimeras.
Because I'm not a bitch.
Or if I go to get run over by a bitchin' Camaro, I suppose I could use one.
And then handgun, you have a shotgun, so handgun is useless. Except for as a grenade detonator.
Yeah, and it isn't even needed for that. So this room, we don't actually have to go in. You use it to solve a puzzle about a password that I already know. Spoilers. You take these x-rays and put them up here and do them in a certain order. But this room is interesting because of this note. It's a researcher named John writing to his girlfriend Ada about how everything's fucked and how his name is the login and her name is the password. That was totally in the original Resident Evil, and they totally made Ada Wong is the Ada from that letter.
I was about to ask you if that was... Because Ada Wong didn't exist when this first one came out,
Because, spoiler, she's a spy. Mm-hmm. But her cover, or whatever, in Resident Evil 2, she literally says she's looking into an incident in Raccoon City involving her boyfriend, John. So it actually ties in, even like the original Resident Evil and Resident Evil 2, it like ties together. So
nice. Not just in the remakes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Which Annette Birkin points out her bullshit. when Annette Birkin is William Birkin's wife, William Birkin being the scientist who made the G-Virus and subsequently the final boss. Also, the slickness magnum bullets you might not notice laying there.
Oh yeah, because you can only see them from that one camera angle.
So I've picked up every magnum bullet in the game because you only find 18 extra magnum bullets on normal difficulty
for a total of 24, like counting the.
But yeah, when you meet Annette Birkin in Resident Evil 2, you're actually playing as Ada, and she's like, says her name is Ada. Oh, I didn't accidentally hit escape. And Annette's like, oh, Ada, you must be related to that John. He's a total fucking asshole. And he's like, shut up, he's super hot. And Annette's like, I wouldn't wipe my ass with his dick. And Ada's like, I don't know if that's an insult or not.
I don't know what that means.
So this lets us unlock a certain room. We need the password for the other one. The password in this game is Sail. I like to think it's a DBZ reference. He's like, Ada, the password is my favorite DBZ villain. That's why she left him. She typed in Frieza and there was an error and she just said, I can't be with you anymore.
Or Ada, the password is my favorite Jennifer Lopez psycho thriller movie.
Fun fact, we probably can't hear it. I'm going to put both headphones on for this. But if you type the original game's password of mole in, it's supposed to make a sound effect. Let's see. Yeah, I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, I heard something.
I'll hear it in post if something happens.
In post.
One thing I miss is an original game, when you use this computer to type into passwords, it goes into this first-person view of your character's hands, and just them typing on like an old, it looks like a compact computer with no mouse.
Oh, God.
And also when you type in the right password, your character gives like a thumbs up. It's just fucking awesome.
Thinking of old computer games, Grim Fandango got re-released today, the HD remake.
People talk about... That's one of those games I hear about all the time. I've never once played it.
Really?
Yeah.
I played it back in the day. Because it was... I don't know if it was technically, like chronologically, the last LucasArts adventure game, but it was one of the last ones because it didn't sell very well, even though it was like very critically acclaimed. And because it came out in '98, and like the late '90s were like the downfall of adventure games, and I fucking loved all those Tim Schafer LucasArts games.
The only one I really played, and I have it to this day, and I love it, it's on 5 floppy disks, is Quest for Glory 1, So You Want to Be a Hero.
Oh, wow.
Which is a VGA remake of Heroes Quest 1.
Yeah.
So it's like the remake of that game.
Yeah, for that time.
Alright.
The one I played the most was Full Throttle.
Speaking of discs, we got the best 3 floppy disks. Chris is like, I'm going to install Wolfenstein. Alright. We have to crack this super hard code on this. I wonder if it is even possible. I feel so bad, like I know all the passwords.
I'm surprised they didn't change them.
You're actually supposed to watch this film reel that shows a bunch of the enemies you fought in the game, but with a special red thing you find, and it reveals the passcode. This is where you learn the name of the enemies. Also, you see a group of Umbrella scientists. I believe one of them might look familiar in his slick back hair and black sunglasses that he wears in the fucking... Look at him in his khaki pants.
Look at the look the guy all the way to the left is giving.
He's like, fucking Wesker. I hate that guy. Okay, so this thing right here, if you have that special film,
it blocks out.
Yeah, only those ones are lit up.
Gotcha.
Chris is like, I can't fucking see nothing. Look, he's like Alfred Hitchcock. He's like, today we have a story of intrigue and zombies. I love that even his little knife silhouette is going.
Yeah.
Like, how do you think... I don't know much about how video games work. How is this being, like, rendered, like, the shadow? Like, is it actual light source that if Chris is in front of it, it blocks and makes a shadow? Like, I just don't understand how that works.
Yeah, I mean, that would be my assumption is it's a 3D modeling software. You can add a light source, and that light source renders in real time the shadow.
It was a map. The security protocols are, if anyone tries to leave, shoot them. My God, shoot them.
We should play a LucasArts point-and-click adventure game.
I filled my inventory up. This equipment is where we can finally watch that mini cassette we got off of Kenneth at the beginning of the game.
Jesus.
So let's see what Kenneth's final moments were like.
He's dead.
How can you be this bad at fighting a zombie? This is going to sound egotistical and internet tough guy, but if I was in the Resident Evil 1 mansion and had the starting handgun, I feel like I could survive against the zombies, especially with all the handgun magazines laying around.
Yeah, I could definitely survive against if it's just the zombies. You throw the dogs or the fucking hunters.
Oh, anything else? I mean, anything else.
Plants.
A crow flies through a window, I shoot myself. But against the zombie, because I mean, you just let a zombie get like 4 feet from you, and if you can't shoot a person or a zombie in the head that's 4 feet from you, then I mean, maybe you got Parkinson's or something. I don't know. I don't mean to be ableist.
There's literally less than 20 zombies in the mansion.
It's true. Of course, Crimson Heads. Of course, I'd be more efficient at burning them. I'd drag their fucking bodies. Basically, I'm saying video game logic's stupid. I could totally beat a video game, and then me and Jill would make out for 6 hours while Barry watched and gave me a thumbs up every time I looked at him. Alright. Well, we have the MO discs.
What do those do?
They let us access Jill Valentine. What do I need?
All your shotgun shells?
I do. I don't actually, but why would I not take all the shotgun shells?
Yeah.
Alright.
You don't have any health items. Do you need them right now?
No. Fuck no.
Because that's just what your item box is. It's just half fucking medicinal herbs. And then there's 2 more. You're just fucking leaving them to die. To rot.
I am. I probably could have beat the lab by now if I wasn't just goofing around and talking. Like, it's not a very long area. In fact, we have to go to a somewhat optional spot in order to use the MO discs.
So this is probably the last episode, right?
Yeah, this is definitely. There's no way this episode's going to be longer than
unless
one episode.
we just completely fucking
So
up.
this series is one recording session and then one, like...
30, like 45
oh, yeah, that's
minutes.
right. I forgot I didn't grab the damn key because my inventory was full. Just one fuck up after the other. I just expect you to get up and leave in a huff. Look, if you're not going to take this serious, I'm not going to watch you play and make snide comments.
I like the double door loading screens.
Yeah! I've been watching... There's a YouTuber named Carcinogen who does a lot of Resident Evil speedruns. In fact, he's done some at Awesome Games Done Quick.
Nice.
And I've been... he's done a bunch of videos of this game, and one of the pro tips is if you mash going up the stairs like that, you go slightly faster.
Of course.
But only slightly.
Probably saves you like 4 seconds over the course of the entire
Son,
game.
you save a frame. You can do anything. Son, I'd slit my mama's throat to save 6 frames in a video game.
My God, I watched my favorite speedrunner's Dram55, and he does Super Mario World runs mostly. And he recently, I guess, got too good at Super Mario World, and so he started doing Kaizo Mario World, that Mario hack.
Shit.
And he has a run on his YouTube channel. He was recording it while he was streaming or whatever, and it's like 14 minutes, and it's him running through all the levels of Kaizo Mario without dying once, and it's fucking ridiculous.
Jesus Christ.
I watched his run. He was at 80 GQ this past in the last couple weeks, and he did Kaizo Mario, and I think he died like 10 times throughout the course of the run.
I've watched those videos, and they're fucking... That shit's brutal.
Yeah.
I like the videos that are kind of like when you complete a level in Super Meat Boy, where somebody shows their playthrough of Kaizo Mario World, but every time they die, it's all their attempts at once.
Oh, yeah.
So you just see a bunch of Marios like flying all over the place.
That I never really got into Super Meat Boy just because...
That's a Chimera, by the way.
Oh, shit.
Fuck you!
Just because I never was good at it, and I just never bought it and actually committed time to it. But I really enjoyed... I think that's a really cool feature, the replay feature.
This room, you can't access it normally. In the original game, had a super annoying box puzzle, but in this game, it's like completely optional. There's not even items in here. I didn't actually have to jump down there and fight him.
Jesus.
Hey, buddy. Fuck you. I'm climbing through the vents. He's like, no. The vents are for Chimera only. And Chris is like, what's this fucking race?
There's just like a cardboard sign with the R backwards.
Umbrella Laboratory landing on us. Alright.
Oh, talking about Super Meat Boy, I finally, after it being on my Netflix queue for like 2 years, I watched Indie Game the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And did not know that not Edmund McMillan, but the other guy from Team Meat is from North Carolina.
Shit, yeah. Everybody cool's from North Carolina.
That's right.
It's where the Ronnie from Womp is from?
Yeah.
Hells
I was
yeah,
so
baby.
happy when I found that out.
NC Pride, son. If you're from South Carolina, kill yourself. Alright. So there's 3 of these computers that we use the MO discs on.
Okay.
In the original GameCube version, the little computer that says insert disc on the right is an actual GameCube.
Oh, shit.
So I'm very disappointed that in these subsequent versions, it's no longer clearly a GameCube. It breaks my fucking heart.
It looks, I mean, it still looks sort of like a GameCube.
It's a cube and could potentially play games.
That is true. Game Sphere.
The Nakatomi Game Sphere. Alright.
Oh, I've been seeing Jim Sterling tweet a lot about Northern Lion lately, because I guess he is gotten into Rebirth, and so he's been watching a lot of his playthroughs.
He should watch my playthroughs. Somebody left a comment that said, I'm better than Northern Lion,
Really?
which means I'm 100% am. Oh yeah, girl. Grab me, you magnificent bastard.
Or vomit.
Come here. Come here. Thank you.
I can't... Is he...
These are like the first zombies. They're super fucked up and decayed.
And
they're basically like the bodies they were like experimenting.
Okay, they're like cadavers, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, he blew up.
That one already blew up. Let's just stand here and watch. Your life is meaningless. He's like, no existential crisis. Alright. We're about to do the most frustrating part of this game, especially when you speed run. And you'll see why in but a moment.
So it's very possible that those 2 zombies you just killed were the longest living zombies.
They could have been, son. Zombie tenure. Fuck you.
They're annoying as shit.
They are. They're like weird spider monkey, like, insects.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to refill this fuel canister in a room on the other side of the lab. But the thing is, it's not full now, so it doesn't matter. But once we fill it, any sort of shock or jarring that we exhibit, including running, will make it blow up and just kill us.
Jesus Christ.
That's why it's very important to not just kill the zombies on the way, but to make sure they're blown up so they don't come back as surprise Crimson Heads. I feel like the ones in the lab become Crimson Heads, for gameplay reasons faster, but I like to think from a lore perspective it's because they've been here and been infected longer than the people up in the mansion.
Yeah, or
So
they
they've
have
had
like all the ones in the mansion maybe have like a slightly mutated version of the G virus.
Or because the ones in the lab lift. They're like, hey bro, do you even lift dead bodies up to eat? I hate the whole zombies, the thing in culture where zombies are just obsessed with brains, because it's only Return of the Living Dead where they specifically go after brains.
Yeah.
But everything you see is like, oh, zombies love brains. Ha ha, hoo hee hee. I'm the Lorax for some reason. Hey, there's more magnum bullets. Oh, it's because I'm on normal. There are more magnum bullets. Fuck you.
So you get 30 magnum bullets on normal.
I gotta have them. Gotta want to need a half magnum bullet.
Jangles.
That's the special red thing we need to unveil the passcode from earlier.
So fuck it.
Yeah.
What the fuck were we talking about? Oh, zombies. That's one thing I wasn't a huge fan of the movie Warm Bodies, but that was actually one thing I liked about it, is that they give like a story reason for why zombies eat brains.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I assume you haven't seen the movie.
I haven't.
Like it's told from the perspective of a guy who's like a 20-something guy who's a zombie, and so you hear his inner monologue, and so he has an inner monologue like a normal person, but he just like can't control his body, basically.
Uh-huh.
And so they explain that the reason zombies eat brains specifically, like they just eat people, but they eat brains specifically because it's like when you eat the person's brain, you get like their memories and experiences. So it's like a drug for zombies, basically.
I see. So you can run like 1 or 2 steps at a time. You've got like a certain limit. So watching speedruns of this game is always nerve-wracking, because like they'll walk and then run a little bit and you'll be like, oh god. Also, you can't do this with the default, that new control scheme, because that new control scheme has no way to walk. At least I don't think it does. Maybe if you push the stick slightly, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's what's the word?
Alright. We're walking tall, son.
This makes it so much more stressful and also badass. Because Chris is just like, I don't give a fuck. Jill can fucking die wherever she is.
Yeah, I'll throw this shit at her. And me and Rebecca will laugh.
Because she's totally alive.
Yeah. In my time sphere.
I'd heard that Doctor Who was getting taken off of Netflix, but now I hear that it's not anymore.
It's because he went back in time and shot and changed it. I've watched almost all of the modern Doctor Who. As far as regular episodes go, I haven't really watched any of the specials, which is always confusing because most of the like current regenerations happen in those. Yeah. Like I have no idea how he went from 10th to 11th. Like, I just watched the last 10th episode, and then all of a sudden the next episode, the TARDIS is all blown up, and he's the 11th Doctor, and he meets Amy Pond. Like,
is that from David Tennant to Matt Smith?
Yeah, like, I don't know exactly what caused that transition.
I actually just got into the David Tennant era. Like, I just finished, like, season 1 of Doctor Who. But what's nice is all of the specials on Netflix are listed either as, like, the last episodes of a season or the first episodes of a season. So they're put in chronologically, correctly, which is nice.
But yeah, I've watched a bunch of the new Doctor where, like, he's older and, like, angrier and tired, yeah. But the thing is, I mean, I like Doctor Who, it's interesting, but it's so... He doesn't use a time machine as good as he should.
No.
There's so many things happening in that show. I'm like, get in the TARDIS. First of all... It's time for Doctor Who rant. Welcome to the Doctor Who cast. First episode of 10 Phase Doctor Who cast. Why does he not have a device specifically probably built into his sonic screwdriver that fucking calls the TARDIS to him wherever he is? It would solve so many problems if he could just be like, the TARDIS fell off a bridge, oh no. If he could be like, oh no shit, it's a magical fucking time-defying box. I guess I could call it to me.
Well, like, I feel like they've done something like that before. I know in the Christopher Eccleston season, who'd be the 9th Doctor, I guess, he has the sonic screwdriver is a remote control to, like, turn the TARDIS on and off.
He could do shit with it sometimes.
Yeah.
Depending on the plot.
Well, I feel like the Deus Ex Machina that they use for that is that the TARDIS has, like, a mind of its own.
I love that description.
It's huge.
It's huge, man. This self-destruct's fucking enormous, dude.
Yes.
I know in the original, in one of the endings, you actually come here and activate that. It must be I don't know which one you would do it in, because in this game, in Chris's story, if you have Rebecca alive, he sends her off by herself, of course, to go turn on the self-destruct device. And in Jill's game, Wesker just does it, like, off camera.
Right.
So,
and Wesker can't die, I guess, so, like, he's going to be there regardless.
Wesker is the fucking Dracula. We might as well grab this last flashbang.
Might as well. Might as well jump.
For love and carnage. Okay. It's
pretty solid fucking red filter on that room.
Also, I could very, very easily be running around all these chimeras, but, you know, what the hell am I going to use all these shotgun shells on?
Yeah. I mean...
Get back here. I ain't done killing you. Boy.
Do you fight any more regular zombies between now and the end?
Nah, I've blown them all up.
Oh.
It's so sad. You never realize what you had till it's gone.
Until you've blown it up.
Yeah.
So it's just chimeras and then the tyrant?
Oh, damn it. The controls are slightly different because I'm using classic and it mapped to the 360 controller. The most annoying thing is that your inventory is B instead of Y, and Y brings up your map. So when I first switched it, I would bring up the map every time and then lose my mind.
Can't you just go in and change it?
No, it doesn't have like a customize. It has schemes.
That's why I fucking hated using a controller with Payday 2. Like, I literally, for Payday 2... I wanted to use a controller, but they made it so that instead of the triggers being aim and shoot, the bumpers were aim and shoot, and then the triggers were like grenade and whatever. And so I just wanted to switch those two things, and it wouldn't fucking let me because it just detects I have a controller. And so I had to like fucking download Joy to Key and set up all the controls that I wanted, and then act like I was playing the game with a keyboard and mouse just so I could switch those two fucking things.
I'm so disappointed in the modern era's, like, insistence on not letting you customize controls.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell happened? Of course, a lot of games don't do that, even classic.
Yeah, well...
Oh, yeah, Rebecca... What if, like, she showed up and he's like, you're fucking dead, dude. What the hell? You're like a super zombie. Like, she runs around the corner, she's like Chris, and when it comes to this camera angle, Chris just is holding a gun and just blows her away.
Like fucking killing Bill Murray in Zombieland.
Yeah. That's my plan, sir. My plan is to go up here and get shot point blank by Wesker, like the dumb shit I am. And Chris is like, good to know you got a good head on your shoulder, kid. You're gonna go places. Like, oh, she's so fucking action ready.
Yeah.
Chris
don't give a fuck.
I don't give a shit. He's like, remember, no Russian.
I saw they announced DLC, like star-studded DLC for Call of Duty. It has like someone in it. Has John Malkovich, and it has John Bernthal, who played douchebag sheriff cop in Walking Dead. Not the main one, but the other one.
Hey, Wesker. How you doing? Ain't trying to release that tyrant, is you? Rebecca's so confused. She's like, I don't remember covering this in one of my classes. It's just like one of my Japanese animes. Also love how they know Wesker's a traitor and they totally got the drop on him, but they just stand there until he can turn and point his gun.
Yeah.
This is where Wesker reveals his brilliant plot to be a cool, slick-back hair guy.
Those fucking glasses.
You can see his eyes through them. That means they're not UV properly protected.
Yeah.
Also, watch his hand. It's tripping balls.
Yeah.
He needs some damn potassium.
He's nervous as shit.
Chris is like, come on, Wesker, let's go get a nanner split. Talk this over. He's like, I have no need for your nanner splits, Chris. I'm dining on large Oreo blizzards. He's like, so? He's like, also, I had them add cheesecake squares. And he's like, you're fucking crazy, Wesker. Man, wasn't meant for such deliciousness. He's like, I have transcended the human palate. Well, I like to think she just dies there, and it's like, why did I replay the game? Chris is like, I had to go through this shit twice, and you just shot her. Thanks a lot.
This room reminds me of the room
angry
with all of the fucking dreadlock guys from Gears of War 2.
Also, wonderful, non-really upscaled FMV.
This actually looks better than the other FMVs that have happened.
Yeah, that's true. Wesker put more time into it. He's like, I've been re-rendering the game in real time.
It's just him with a PC with dual monitors with like Maya and fucking Adobe Premiere open.
So the Tyrant is considered by Umbrella to be a failure of a weapon. I mean, I'm going to ask you on a whim, what do you think his weak point is? I mean, he doesn't really have one in the game, but what do you think? What would you aim at if you were shooting at him?
Probably that big ass exposed heart.
Yeah, you think? So this is, I guess, this must have been ballsy for Wesker to decide, because by this point he's injected himself with the like mysterious super virus that'll resurrect him as Keanu Reeves.
Right.
So he knew the Tyrant was going to betray and kill him. So that means he knew he was going to have to get impaled like this, and bitch started across the room.
Yeah.
He must have been looking in the mirror this morning for like 30 minutes. He's like, okay, Wesker, you can do it. Get in the helicopter.
He's fucking committed.
Wait for Chicken Shit Brad to leave us. Get him in the mansion. Just get the Tyrant. Get impaled. Get it over with.
He's fucking huge.
He's just laying there, bitch started. The Tyrant is big, but so is my gun.
How many Magnum bullets will it take?
Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The Tyrant has no need for nostalgic commercials. Alright. It actually was 5, but I kept the joke going. I wasted a Magnum bullet for humor.
I mean,
I don't think I even need this many for the final boss fight.
I feel like we've wasted a lot more than that for humor in the past.
Observation file. He's like, Chris is so handsome, but he'll never love me like I love him.
Now, alright.
Where's Rebecca?
I'm gonna ask.
Fucking bitch.
Is it because we're on normal, or is it because you saved all those Magnum bullets that was completely trivialized?
No. The enemies don't take more shots to kill on harder difficulties. They always have the same health.
Really?
It's just you take more damage.
And you find less ammo.
And you find less ammo.
That makes sense.
You can actually drop him with 9 shotgun shells as well. It's just, I'm just using the Magnum because fuck it.
Because why not?
Shoot. I like how she's got like, are they boots or shoes? Her like calves are exposed.
That's odd.
Her uniform. Let's criticize Rebecca's dress sense. Rebecca, you are a member of the Stars Elite. And yet you come in here dressed like you tripped and fell in a fucking Hot Topic. If I were to take that bulletproof vest on you, would I find Gurr from Invader Zim, or even, God help us all, Rainbow Dash portrayed on your t-shirt? We expect you to conduct yourself with a level of professionalism. Well, she just got dizzy and fell over, and he's like, and now you're drunk.
So help me if you take those boots off and you have Jack Skellington socks.
Oh, God, Jack Skellington. Oh, Jesus. Come on, Rebecca. You're up for a review.
Just the fucking walk.
He's like, you wait till we get on the helicopter. And when I get done with you, Brad's next. They never show you the characters interacting with Brad afterwards, because you know the whole helicopter ride back. They're like, Brad, did you see the fucking pack of zombie dogs? Did you notice them? Did you slip on a banana peel and make the helicopter shoot up in the air? So this is where she's like, hey, I'm going to blow the base up. And Chris is like, why? She's like, because it'll be fucking awesome. What do you think's in her fanny pack?
Right.
Kit Kats?
He's like, you're a credit to the team.
Give me a Kit Kat.
She's like, I only have one big cat. And it turns back to Grizzly, he's just stern face. Also, she's not even on the same like Stars team as Chris, because Chris is Alpha and she's Bravo.
And she's like Rescue.
Also, when you play Resident Evil 2, there were like how many Stars members? Like almost, probably close to 20.
Right. That you
fucking
see,
Stars
that you know
members.
of, at least.
Yeah, and yet the Stars office that you see in the RPD in Resident Evil 2 has like 4 desks. There's one that's clearly Wesker, because it's at the front where he can watch everybody and make sure they're not sleeping or playing Angry Birds.
And it has a plushy tyrant on it.
Yeah, and a ruler that he wraps on it when the people aren't paying attention. I guess we could go rescue Jill.
Yeah.
There's Barry's desk, which has replica guns and shit, and you find bullets in it because he's an NRA nut.
Of course.
There's Chris's desk, which has his cool bitchin' Let Me Live leather jacket hanging next to it and a guitar. There's Jill's desk that has like her beret on it. And then there's a desk that says it looks like it belongs to a rookie, which I guess is implying Rebecca. Then again, those are the only surviving Stars members. Like, quote-unquote, Wesker notwithstanding.
Do you think they just
so maybe,
downsized?
Yeah, maybe when they got back and they went to Brian Irons and they're like, Chief Irons, oh god, everyone's dead. And he's like, oh, I see. He's like, make some room for these boxes in here. The Stars budget just got slashed, son. Like, you probably don't need all that money. You're dead. Alright. We finally get to meet Jill again after the beginning of the game.
Oh, yeah.
So Wesker must have just picked her up and walked here and thrown her in here at the very beginning of the game.
Chris!
And she dropped her gun. Very unprofessional.
Is that a telephone by the door?
It looks like it.
She's like, I couldn't get Domino's to come out here, and then I called Papa John's, and there's not one in Raccoon City.
And Little Caesars doesn't deliver.
He's like, oh, God. Chris is like, did you try Pizza Hut? And she's like, I ain't that desperate. Also, she just has her gun now. Wesker probably locked her in there with a gun, because what is she going to do? She's probably like, Chris, are you okay? Going up the stairs like this? He's like, get up here, Jill. I need you to talk some sense into Rebecca. Give her a woman-to-woman talk.
You should take her to somewhere sensible, like Ann Taylor Loft.
Also, Jill just runs away from you.
Well, fuck her.
He's like, shut up.
She just gets captured by a fucking dog.
Or Wesker is on the other side of the door. You just had to run all over the lab, keep letting her out of prison cells. Eventually, she's just in Wesker's locker, and he's leaning against it listening. And you're like, where's Jill? And he's like, I don't know who you're talking about.
Who?
Yeah, what?
Jim?
Jill? Like from the humorous Adam Sandler movie? Where he portrays his own sister? It's like, that movie's not funny, and Wesker's like, you take that back.
You take that back, or I'm never letting Jill out of this locker.
Oh, you got me good. Fun fact about Wesker being creepy, there's a hidden file in Resident Evil 2, a hidden film you can develop in Wesker's desk that you have to examine his desk 50 times and then it is added to your inventory. And it's a picture of Rebecca in a basketball uniform, like smiling.
I've seen that picture. That's what that's from?
Yeah, it's very odd. Oh, I have to quit my Magnum before I go up there because Rebecca and Jill are waiting and I have to assert my dominance as the alpha male of Stars. He's like, I'm the alpha male. And they're like, Chris, you're the only male. He's like, then I'm the alpha. Shut up. My dick's bigger than yours, Jill. And she's like, yes, it is, Chris. He's like, you're damn right.
God damn it.
Oh, God.
Is it ever explained what Hunk is up to during this time period?
Well, I guess it's just,
because he still
the events of Resident Evil 2 are triggered by his team fucking going after William Birkin and the G virus, which happens like a month or so after this game. So Oh, I almost forgot the fucking battery pack.
I would play just like a fucking first person. I would say first person shooter, but like a first person survival horror game. That's just a prequel Hunk game.
Jill, where the hell did you leave Rebecca? She's back here and her pants leg is caught on the railing. And Chris is like, this is why we have uniforms. They're tight-fitting, especially if you're Jill. Speaking of which, hold on a second, Jill. I need you to stand right there for just a second. Jill's such an asset to the team. This playthrough got wonky at the end, didn't it?
It did. We're both really drunk and high. We're drunk high.
We're high on Resident Evil, son.
Yeah, we are.
All right. They make you put this in here so that you're guaranteed to have an empty inventory space so you can get a certain item on the roof.
Interesting. That's clever gameplay design.
So this scene has to be so emasculating to Chris because we can't hear it, but right here you hear a bunch of monsters coming, and they're like, "We'll fight off the monsters. You signal Brad," and he's like, "But I want to do it. How am I going to brag to Barry later?" And they're like, "Barry's dead," and he's like, "Oh, I died with him."
As rapper LP of Run the Jewels would say, we tell monsters to suck our dicks.
When you do that scene as Jill, and you have Chris and Barry with you, they're like, "We'll handle this. We're going to sword fight the monsters." And Jill's like, "Okay, you all take care of that.
Have fun.
I'll meet up with you at Wild Wings later." The destruction timer starts when you're in this elevator. I feel like it's cheap.
I feel like that's probably just to give you a sense of urgency.
Also, this is the emergency flare launcher. I don't know if this is a real thing, but it looks fucking awesome.
I like the case it's in.
And then you open it, and it's got these little things you can launch.
Jesus.
And you get 3 different colors. That's how you let Brad know how serious it is. You shoot the yellow one, and Brad's like, "I guess I'll go pick him up." And then you shoot the red one, and he's like, "Oh, shit. Chris is pissed."
That's not the "we're really in trouble." It's just the "goddamn it, Brad, get down here."
All right, one of our teammates actually both of our teammates now come up here and will help us fight the final boss. Of the two, who do you think would be better to help us fight the final boss?
I would say Jill, so that makes me think it's actually
So
Rebecca.
Who do you think is going to get immediately bitch started by the tyrant and be unconscious the whole fight?
Rebecca?
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, is that Tyrant 2?
Boom!
Oh, shit.
So Rebecca helps you during this fight,
Quote unquote.
but you have to keep the tyrant off of her. Also, learn to reload in the menu. Also, if we make him angry, this happens. Oh! Boom! Officially bitch started. He's like, look at him goading. He's like, this is my house. Chris is like, this is our roof. He's like, this is my roof.
My roof, bitch.
Oh, it's magic. Nope. Rebecca ain't nobody. Come here. Oh! I can't tell what he's doing.
Oh, shit.
Rebecca, no! Stand still. Get behind me on the tank. I'm provoking him. When you do this as Jill, you have Barry with you, and he's shooting him with his magnum. It's a little bit more useful, I'd like to say.
I assume...
Let's shoot you right in the fucking mouth.
Obviously.
Oh, God, it hurt.
Jesus.
It hurt. I went asshole or tea kettle. Alright, I might actually need to eat a healing item. Oh, I'm in genuine danger. The danger zone.
You're fine.
Yeah. Now... I talked about stars being over-prepared for shit, considering they're like a police task force. Apparently there was just this... Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to get clearance to pick it up. Rebecca, I'm going to need you to distract him. You're probably going to have to suck his dick. She's like, he doesn't have a dick. And I'm like, well, then improvise. Go for the asshole. She's like, the things I do for this job.
What is happening?
Okay.
Oh,
hey, you motherfucker, you want to fight? I'll fight anyone here. Look at that.
I'll fight anyone here.
You know, I miss this type of rocket launcher. You don't see it anymore.
You really don't.
It was, what was it called in Black Ops?
Oh, God.
Oh, God!
It wasn't the Stinger.
She got bitch started at the end. Also, I really wish we were playing on hard, because on hard, the first rocket does that, and he slaps it away.
Shit.
And you have to hit him with another one. Alright, well, we beat the game.
Oh, that's it?
I like to think Rebecca just... What if she just died? Oh, I don't care if she dies now. I just wanted to fight the tyrant. If you don't save her, then where I fought the tyrant in the tube room is the end of the game. Like, you just run over here and get in the helicopter. The tyrant doesn't bust out the floor. It would have
really
been so
anticlimactic.
disappointing. That's why I went back to save her. Also, the mansion doesn't blow up in that ending. But in this ending,
boom!
That was
Holy
perfect.
Shit.
We timed that perfectly.
We did.
So here we are in the helicopter.
It looked like he was tied up for
Chris
a second.
has seen some shit. He's like, Jill, get off my shoulder. It's fucking gay.
He's got that 1,000-yard stare.
It's like, Rebecca's watching. You're gonna give me cooties. She's in a coma. He's like, was being fucking useless and really wears someone out, doesn't it? Brad's like, yeah. And he's like, Brad, don't get me started. You just see the helicopter wobbling where he's punching Brad in the back
You
of the
see
head.
silhouette of a person falling out. And it cuts back to Chris just piloting it.
Chris knows he can't do anything to Brad because he's the only one who knows how to fly, which Chris was in the Air Force. He could probably fly a helicopter. So the whole flight back, he's in the co-pilot seat staring at Brad silently. And when Brad, the moment he lands the helicopter, he just knocks the shit out of him. Do we want to watch the credits?
I mean...
We get to see a bunch of Jill cutscenes.
I don't want Resident Evil 2 spoiled for me.
Oh god, there needs to be a post-credit stinger.
There really does. And it's just Hunk.
A 3D objects and puzzle interface guy who worked on this.
Puzzle interface. I am always amazed, one, by how many people work on a game, and two, the different roles that people have.
And whether or not they know them.
Yeah. I watched Game Grumps recently finished playing through Sonic.
They show that you can unlock her Resident Evil 3 outfit, like in that cutscene. I'm sorry I interrupted you, but it's just very odd that she was just in her, because that's her.
Oh, like it wasn't one of the. Was it one of the two that you start with, or was it?
No, it's one you unlock. Huh?
How many unlockable outfits are there?
There's 3 for each. The Resident Evil 5 one you start with.
The regular one.
Yeah.
And then,
Chris unlocks one that makes him... Well, he had one that made him look like Code Veronica. I guess that's what you unlock in this one. Mm. Then he has his Hip Hop Ghetto Superfly Street Fresh one where he has a bog in his sunglasses. Jill gets her BSAA one, her Resident Evil 3 outfit, and then she gets G.I. Jane looking one where she's in like military fatigues and like a tank top, and she has like a cap on and those glasses you wear when you're shooting that are like yellow.
Oh yeah,
she looks kind of like Sarah Connor in that one. It's actually really cool. Whenever I play with the unlockable rocket launcher as Jill, I have to use that outfit.
Shinji Mikami. What do you mean you let the guy who designed Goof Troop for the Super Nintendo make a horror game?
So here's my stats for this second file. You don't actually get like a letter rank in this one. It's really odd.
Huh.
But you do have to beat the game in certain conditions to unlock everything, so I don't know. I just don't know.
I just don't know anymore.
Also, we couldn't hear him, but you actually hear Wesker go, "You did a good job, Chris." It's like, he left Chris that voicemail. And Chris is like, I wonder if he left that before he died. Alright. Real Survivor.
Oh, God.
Also, weapon aiming is manual. You're now aiming your gun manually. Experience in the original version of Resident Evil, the item boxes weren't going to connect. Also, the closet key. Even though you can pick your outfit now. And there's Barry's custom Samurai Edge with the 3-bullet burst.
It's really powerful.
Except Barry won't fucking use it. It's ornamental.
Oh, I was reading it. That actually doesn't technically have 3-round bursts. It's just that you fire the 3 rounds really fast.
Yeah.
Which I read you can technically do with the regular pistol if you're fucking perfect at it.
I feel like there's a chance you get a double tap with the regular, like a random chance. I feel like I've seen it happen before.
So that closet key, does it only give you one additional outfit? Like, what do you have to do to unlock other outfits?
Just beat the game certain ways, like beating on hard to get all of them.
Gotcha.
So, well, we did. Also, when you have a cleared save, when you go to start a new game, it's called once again instead of like new game. Well, that was a remake. What'd you think? Were you impressed?
Yeah, I mean, it's as fun as the first one, I would imagine, and it looks very nice. So.
Even though you hate all Resident Evil, and anyone who likes Resident Evil?
That is absolutely true.
I got you.
100%.
Alright, well, now I'm going to play as Jill. What if I just started as Jill? Would you get up and leave the room?
Not immediately.
Like, by the time you realized I was pulling some Andy Kaufman stunt and I wasn't going to stop,
yeah,
then you'd probably
like an hour in.
I don't know.
I'd let you die once, because I'm sure you would die as Jill, because she's a bitch.
Let's see what the fastest time on the leaderboard is. 0 seconds.
Nailed it.
I wonder if people are hacking the game or not. Also, you can see old Tenfei is 15:06 at the moment.
I feel like that's not too bad.
I haven't beat Real Survival yet, so I'm not on this one.
There's only 10. Only 10 people beat it.
This just adds an annoying step to this where you have to scroll over until you see a real time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you, on the second page, the highest time that wasn't 0 was 31 seconds. It's like, why would you hack the game to get 31 seconds?
If your name is anywhere in this list, fucking kill yourself.
Like, I assume these are real.
No. People just have done. I mean, what's the fucking point? Also, does it just every time someone does this, does it just put them at the top because they're all 0?
Yeah, it must just be the most recent.
Good fucking job, Clayton.
Or maybe Scorpio K was the first one. Like
Also,
maybe it's just continuous from there.
This is your Steam name, so why do people have all this stupid shit like you would have to use on Xbox Live? Like numbers and shit. I mean,
because it doesn't have to be unique, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. No, Schwarzhahn. Why is he gonna die? What does die mean in German? It's like the.
I think so.
It's like it's the Schwarzhahn. Well, that perfectly sums up my sentiments right now.
You're right, Stan Ninzigu.
Oh god, I brought up his Steam
Well,
profile. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Also, he's from Cuba. Good job, Fidel fucking Castro, ruining my video games.